facilitating the learning of your partner. It's
Yeah,
not. It's
what
not
you need to learn to do jiu-jitsu.
You can't do jiu-jitsu by yourself. You just can't.
I've tried. It's quite embarrassing.
It's boring. It's not fun.
I mean, I tried that chair thing when COVID started.
Yeah.
Didn't work out as well as I thought it would.
Broke my own arm. Weird.
Gave myself splinters. Wasn't worth it.
So we need partners, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So if you're selfish about your jiu-jitsu, you end up the type of person that will be enforced upon.
Yes.
But if you go into jiu-jitsu and you know nothing about it, and you're not handed something like this, like an essay, like here's what it is, here's what to expect, here's how we expect you to act in the class.
It's one of those articles, so you want to do jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
Here's what you need to know.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. We'll get into that.
Paul.
Written by Paul
Elliott. He was driving down the street in a Supra, racing to his Impreza.
He's got...
I mean, it was fun. It was quick. It was really quick. He'll never get here. It's fine.
He's got a Supra and an Impreza and has yet to watch the Fast and Furious movies. That just blows my mind.
Well, that I respect him for. I respect him for not wasting his life on the Fast and Furious movies, because I did.
One, how dare you?
They are terrible.
They're works of art.
Abstract?
Yeah. Yeah. Can we go as far as guilty pleasure?
Okay, guilty pleasure I'll give you.
There's some shit that I watch.
Speaking of guilty pleasure, Cobra Kai's coming out with its new season.
Cobra Kai.
Did you see?
Where are my Cobra Kai fans at?
Did you see the like trailer thing, like the picture that they have?
No.
Has all the characters like drawn into something. I didn't take that much. But the main, so you know how the kid went flipping over? Spoiler alert. The kid went flipping over.
No, don't ruin it.
Flipping over. Yeah, he's in a wheelchair now. I'm like, ooh, they went serious on this one.
Yeah.
How are you going to come back from that? Yeah, I paralyzed you. We can be friends.
We can still train.
Cobra Kai! Is he really good at karate in the wheelchair?
Paralysis is not an option in this dojo, is it? Too far.
Yes.
Too far.
It's a TV show. Come on.
All right. So before we get into the article, sponsors.
Top Mount Apparel, topmountapparel.com. Please check them out. I am wearing the Grappling Dads t-shirt that is available. And Paul is wearing the hooded sweatshirt.
Comfy.
It is. I like that sweatshirt. It's one of the very few hoodies I have that I like wearing that isn't a zip-up, which I also have those. Then, I have my own. Do not throw... Oh, God.
I got this.
We're going to try this again.
I got this.
We're going to try this again.
Oh!
Do you see that concentration? He watched it into his hand.
I did not want to drop it 2 weeks in a row.
Watched it into his hand. So we each have it. I was not going to wear them. I took mine off because my head got hot because it took so long to get online. Producer Austin's killing it again this week.
We didn't even want to start. We're like, fuck it.
Yeah, it's just I'm over it now.
It's been.
We're done.
We could have done a whole show by now.
Yeah, I could have been home by now. But Top Mount is awesome stuff. We love it. Please be the second to buy a hat because someone bought a hat. Joe bought a hat. I'm not going to say last names, but Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
He's probably a friend of Val's, and he just felt so bad. He's like, "Pooh, hey, order a hat.
Just give me the hat.
I'll give you money back.
Just give me the hat.
But
I'll pay you.
I'm so happy. And Joe, when you receive said hat, please send a damn picture of the hat on you, not just the hat.
He's like,
Austin has plenty of those.
I'm not wearing that. It was a pity hat.
Probably is a pity hat, and I'm taking it.
I'll take it.
Take it.
Take a pity hat.
But if you use GD10 at checkout, it will save yourself 10% on any of your orders.
Yes.
It could be an order of a hat.
We have more.
We do have more.
We thought they were going to sell them like
a
week. We're like, hey, sorry.
Not really. The hats we were all, I was personally.
They're cool.
They're cool. I love them, but I was also, I knew our t-shirts would sell to or some of our fans. I knew that. But then I was like, hats, I think so, but I don't know.
It's always the stuff that you're like, that's a winner. Never takes off. And you're
off.
like, I don't even like it.
Well, it's a good looking hat, man. I wear it. I like it.
Yeah, I wear mine all the time.
My head wasn't cooking. I would put it back on. But I'm inside.
Turn the fireplace on. You can cook more.
That's not real.
Ambiance.
Yeah, we do need ambiance. Makes me feel better. Then we have Gameness Geese. Check them out, gameness.com. GD10 at checkout. This will be the last of our connection with them. But we do appreciate the time with them and hope them and wish them the best. But this will be the last time you hear from us. Yeah, good stuff. High fives to everyone. GD10 at checkout will save yourself a few dollars. Please support them still. They've been around since 1998, I do believe. So it's a very cool place. Do a lot of cool stuff. Definitely check it out. Then we have the Tap Tape. Probably not in stock.
We're checking right now.
We're checking.
Check again.
Yeah, he's checking again. But Tap Tape, it's amazing stuff. We love it. It has just the right amount of adhesive to keep it on your fingers, but not wear them out.
I think we'll have to start calling it vintage Tap Tape.
Yeah, I mean,
if you can get some, it's like you're gonna have
it's
to pay
like
a premium.
Gucci. It's hard to get your hands on. Supreme. It's the supreme of all tapes. Little hard. Yeah, it's out of stock. All right. Well, anyways, it's great stuff. Whenever it comes back in stock, we will keep you guys informed via the website and other places when it does get back into stock. Hey, Mike, let us know when it's back in stock. So, but definitely check it out when you get a chance. Leave a review anyways. If don't have to be a verified purchase, just make stuff up. Say good things. We're good. I don't think that's how it works. Do it anyways. And then we have Corella Gracie. Not a sponsor of the show, but is a great guy for jiu-jitsu all around. Definitely check them out. Check out the Just Jiu-Jitsu podcast. They release them at random times now, whenever they feel like it, usually late. But
Andrew gets a girlfriend, and it's just hell in a
everything goes
handbasket.
to hell.
Way to go.
Way to go,
Andrew.
But it's a great show. You guys should definitely check it out. Whenever we can start traveling again and doing things, you should definitely have Corella out for a seminar. He is amazing. He will blow your mind. Doesn't matter what skill level you're at. He's on a different one. So, Blackline Jiu-Jitsu sounds like a great idea to me. Can't go there, but it sounds amazing. So if we ever do open up, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Chad Pomeroy is our head coach. Please come and check it out. We are sorry in advance. Austin will probably be there. So
She gets randomly chucked under the bus.
he wasn't close to his mic, so I figured it'd be really good timing.
But the Wi-Fi probably works there.
Oh, he's got you on that one.
My Wi-Fi works just fine.
It's literally just my computer, which is annoying as hell.
But then why did it hook up to my phone so easily?
I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever. I'll get an extension and we'll do it from mine.
Yeah.
His works fine though. Like he's connected. I connected on the iPad. So it's not him.
Ha!
Tacos rule.
All right.
It's the name of my Wi-Fi network if anybody wants to steal it.
That's a long article. Let's get into it. So you want to learn jiu-jitsu? Great. Jiu-jitsu schools love getting new students, and we understand that it may have been a hard decision to walk in the door. Even if it was an easy decision, nobody's really prepared for what it's like to be a new jiu-jitsu student.
Yeah, my
True.
mic snuck up on me.
That was
Sorry
funny.
about that.
But yeah, that's true. It's really hard to walk in through the door.
It's scary.
You know,
Dude, it's I don't know anyone I've talked to, and I've seen some badass people, cops, the whole notch come in there.
robbers.
Moving on. I want to yell obscenities at you, but I'm trying to be a better person. It's hard for me.
The look of disappointment in your eyes.
It was pretty good.
It stung a little.
It should have burned. But they all had the butterflies in their stomach when they started. Every single one of them. So I get it. It is not fun to walk through that door.
Nope.
But do it.
But do it anyway. All right. The good news is that everyone who trains was new to jiu-jitsu at some point, and nobody is good at jiu-jitsu when they start.
Even more true.
Yeah.
I mean, I was quite amazing when I started. I mean, I only got tapped out 30 to 40 times in a 2-minute roll, but you know,
it's fine.
Some people are just better.
Even seasoned wrestlers who are used to grappling have to make adjustments to get good at jiu-jitsu. If you train consistently and follow the guidelines here, you'll be able to train and enjoy jiu-jitsu for as long as you want, including the rest of your life. Not with my knees, bro.
I mean, I want to.
Yeah.
But the amount that I get injured. I mean, I step foot on the mat, somebody kicks me in the back of the head. I don't know what's going on. Morgan even said that the last time I got kicked in the head. She just goes, "Why can't you ever come here?" I'm like, I don't know.
Hey, how many times I get kicked in the head?
I've watched you get hoofed in the head at least a half a dozen times. Yeah, I don't know why. You're
awful. It's one thing if I'm like,
but your face is kind of kickable. I mean, it just seems to be.
I'm starting to think it wasn't an accident.
Jamal kicked you in the head once. That was bad.
He's got like a size 17 foot.
Dude.
Bro.
It's a big foot.
Yeah, his foot is bigger than my face.
Yeah, for sure.
There are no requirements before you start jiu-jitsu. Age, weight, size, or anything else that you might think you don't have the right level of is irrelevant. Anybody can train and learn jiu-jitsu. So the gentle art, he has in quotes.
Yes.
Gentle.
Why do
Gentle.
I wonder why they call it the gentle
Well,
art.
it's because you don't punch and kick and make them bleed. Like, there's nothing really gentle about it except for the fact
really
that
not.
except for the fact that you can like ramp up the intensity. So if your drunk uncle gets out of line, you don't go from 0 to knocking him out. You go, escorting him out the
Disabling.
door. Exactly. You can
Just be like, nope, we're not gonna do that anymore, young man.
you remember the video with oh damn it, he's welterweight, beat George St. Pierre. Then he got his ass kicked by George St. Pierre. Matt Serra, Jesus.
Oh, jeez, yeah, he hit him once.
Well,
basically,
yeah. So Matt Serra. So sorry, I couldn't think of his name. Just brain fart.
He
but
is
anyway,
pretty dang funny though.
He's great. He's
I
like to listen to him. He's fun.
Wasn't a fan of him fighting because he was just a brawler. I'm just for some reason I just don't connect with him. But man, is he funny.
Do you remember the fight in Vegas? I think it was where that drunk dude.
Oh yeah, where he just basically pinned him on the ground.
He's like settle down. So that's the gentle art, right? Because
if you haven't seen it, just look it up because it's amusing. A guy tries to start crap in this restaurant, and Sarah's like, "Nah, brah." And he just basically takes him down super easy, then mounts him, and just basically he might as well just kept poking his face.
Yeah.
Like, just settle down, stupid. You're fine. He just grabbed his hands and let the guy flail so he wouldn't get hit in the face. He's like, "You're good."
Yeah,
it just shows.
Just calm down, take it. Yeah, so,
no strength whatsoever. He was just annoying the dude.
So that's kind of the gentle art part of it. So you can ramp it up, but like if you and I are rolling, we're like, "Hey, let's go hard." Like there's not a lot of gentleness about that.
No,
you know
not at all.
With the weight, the pressure, like you can make somebody's life real difficult shortly.
Yeah, pretty dang easy actually.
All right, jiu-jitsu may be known as the gentle art, but it's a trick statement. If you do jiu-jitsu correctly, it is indeed gentle compared to the alternatives and unlikely to cause harm to you or your training partners, even when done at 100%. However, correct jiu-jitsu, not natural, is a learned skill that takes time to master. It can easily take 10 years or longer to become a black belt, and despite the investment, most black belts will tell you that they still have far to go in mastering jiu-jitsu. As a beginner, you need to fight your natural instincts because they lead to jiu-jitsu being rough, less likely to produce learning, and anything but gentle.
It's very true.
It's the less you know, the less gentle the art is.
Oh yeah,
because when you get
the more flaily it is.
Yeah, once you get like past purple brown into black, that's when it starts gentling out. You know what I mean? White belt. When I was a white belt and blue belt, and still to a certain degree, I don't have the ability to make it seamless. You know what I mean?
No, when you still have that, like you're fine when you're doing your type of roll. Mm-hmm. When you're just having your good flow roll. Yeah, we'll put quotations around that a little bit, but from prior conversations. But yeah, when you ramp it up, it's not smooth anymore.
Right. No,
like it's just not. Like
if I'm not good enough to whoop somebody.
Yes, but
they're a person I had over here, right? So very, very big, very, very strong, bigger and stronger than me.
Yeah.
New jiu-jitsu, just not a high level of it. And he had no chill in the roll.
No.
So I couldn't make that the gentle art.
No.
You
had to kind of, yeah.
Right. It just looked like a fight. Yeah, it just looked like a fight, right?
For sure.
So I can protect myself. I can handle myself. I can get the tap every time. It just doesn't look gentle. But if I had years more experience, I can take that person and make it look gentle and just kind of do whatever I want, and I'm more flowy and I can transition better.
Coroller, Claude are really good examples.
Exactly.
Of that.
So as you gain knowledge and experience in jiu-jitsu, it seems to gentle out.
Smooth it out
as you go.
Smooth it out.
But when you're a beginner belt, that's just not really a thing.
And it's not talking shit to white belts about it. It's not. It's more just be aware of it. Yeah. It helps you so much to know that's where you're supposed to be. Mm-hmm. I know it's still tough. Like for me at work, I want everything to happen now. So do white belts. When you first start, you want everything to happen now. It's not how it works in anything.
Right.
Especially jiu-jitsu. So especially, it's not.
No, it's especially.
Yeah. I thought I said it wrong.
No, especially how Croyler says it is wrong.
Yeah, I know.
100%.
Thanks a lot, Croyler.
Wrong. Yeah, you
son of a bitch.
Ruined Kip.
Totally ruined me. But
right.
yeah, it's just be aware. These are good things to know. Knowing that you're spazzy is
that's
really
fine.
is.
But having the awareness that that's not what it should be.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you need. Then, but you have to know you are that way to be aware of it. So just know it. It's happening.
So if you do jiu-jitsu correctly, it is indeed gentle compared to the alternatives and unlikely to cause harm to you or your training partners, even when done at 100%. However, correct jiu-jitsu is not natural. It is a learned skill that takes time to master. Did I reread all this?
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm proud of you.
There are 2 places where we learn how to use the technique to conquer all aggressions against us. The first is cooperative classroom instructions, and the other is live sparring and open mat. In both places, our goal is to learn and help our partners to learn. So if the goal is to learn, it's not to win. When people get confused, like I did, I'm like, oh, it's winning or losing. Like either I tap.
Well, that's
or
what it looks like from the outside looking in.
So if nobody told me and nobody tells anybody else, you're just kind of like left to your own devices.
Yeah.
Which is why you have the big attrition rate. Like,
oh yeah, a lot of people end up leaving.
Yeah. Well, my first handful of classes, walking to my car was a chore. I'm trying to sit in my car. This is when I was like young and healthy.
Yeah, healthy. Oh,
and
yeah.
I was destroyed.
12 years ago.
To the day. I was destroyed physically. And I'm like, this is it. I go home and take a shower, and everything burns because I've got mat burn everywhere. I told you about my fingers getting all this
just broken open.
Peeled open. Yeah, it was disgusting. Moving on, class. The first part of the learning environment is the regular jiu-jitsu classes. The instructor is an experienced black belt or an upper level belt with plenty of teaching experiences. Each technique you learn during class is meant to be trained cooperatively at first, then under guidance of the instructor with more resistance. Most people kind of get that. Like during the class, they're like, oh, okay, I get it. Some people are either too floppity, you know what I mean? Like, especially kids. Like those are the tough ones where they're just like, whatever. Yeah. Like they're just not into it. Like, you're like, you have to, there has to be a minimum level of effort and resistance.
Minimal
like you can't
effort,
do none.
Yeah.
But adults, it usually skews the opposite way, where you're trying to like fight.
Well, your fight or flight kicks in. It's natural. But you'll notice you're getting more comfortable the faster that goes away, because you know you're doing it. You're like, I'm trying to survive. And the longer you get into it, the more you're like, trying to survive, let it go.
Yeah.
Trying to survive, let it go.
Yeah. But you've seen the people. I've had the new people come in where I'm like, hey, we're gonna do an armbar or whatever the drill is.
Yeah.
And they just ramp it up to 100. Go.
Yes.
I'm like, dude, we're practicing. Like we have to like learn how to do it before we fight it. Or when they're trying to do the move, they try to do it full speed.
Oh, fast as fast can be.
Like, no. Like we're learning all the nuances and the moves. So like take it step by step and slow down. But most people they're like, let's see how fast I can do it.
Well, I don't even think it's it's interesting with people in general when they're learning something. They feel like they need to move fast. Like it's I think it's their mental image of that move is fast. So or not even fast, but faster than it needs to be. And doing it slow, for one thing, you can screw it up more. Like in your head, you're like, I got to do it fast, get past it,
right,
and go.
Yeah, I got to get my 10 reps in.
Yeah. And it's like that doesn't help.
Well, it's if you're an instructor and saying at the end of every move, do it slow, guys, would probably get old. So but I never hear it either.
Well, no, it's not even do it slow. I think. Because Chad does say it occasionally, to say, get through the steps. And Morgan's actually really good at that. When she's coaching, she will tell you each bit as she remembers it, which is great because she's actively working on it with everyone. And so I think it's not even slow down. It's like just make sure you get through each part of the move. Don't skip a part.
Right.
Just get through every step and you'll be fine. Because if you try to get through every step, it's going to go slow.
Yeah.
Trying to remember it. Because me and Ben are, it's 2 ADD people sitting together. And it's hilarious because it's moves that we know generally how to do it because we're blue belts. But it's so funny because both of us will get back to it and go, do you remember it? Nope. Do you? Nope. All right. casually look around.
That's always embarrassing, isn't it? Like, oh, Jesus, I thought I had it. Like, the coach made it look easy.
It's so bad. Me and Ben are so bad.
But all the time, the
He's
coach...
a purple belt, and he does it to me. I'm like, dude, you're supposed to be good at this.
Yeah. There's levels. Like, I understand that some people are built like accountants, and they're just like click, 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 click,
Yeah,
or
piece by
engineers,
piece
and
by
they're
piece,
like, oh, got it. And they actually do. They they can focus, they can pay attention. My brain doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
My brain barely works.
Ain't
It's
that
a
the
test.
truth? Yeah.
Every day.
All right. When you are performing the technique, your goal is to do the move as accurately as possible. Start slow and methodical. Good jiu-jitsu requires very little strength or explosiveness. It is efficient and has no extra motion. Take the time to think about what you are doing and ask a lot of questions. Your instructors love questions. Caveat: if your questions are, what about if they like bite you?
I will
or gouge
punch
your
you in the
eyes?
face.
What if they do
One of my
this?
biggest pet
Or
peeves.
that?
What if they do that? It's a different move then.
Yeah, questions.
Stop asking that question.
Please ask questions. Ask
Not that
tons of
one.
them, but not what if they do
What if they do this? What if they do that?
Somebody kick him in the teeth.
Yeah.
Stat.
What if I do this to your face? What do you think?
Where's our enforcer?
I'm gonna fish hook you. Now figure it out.
Right, exactly.
Dipshits.
I tell you what, we'll roll, and you bite me. We'll see what happens.
Let's see how it goes. Raise your hand. Who's been bitten in this room while rolling?
You've been bitten
You've been
too?
bitten too?
Not intentionally.
What do you-
Whoa,
how do you
whoa.
unintentionally
Yeah, how
get-
do you not
So
intentionally
like
bite
someone's
someone?
teeth like hit my arm and then they like
No, sir.
not an intentional
Somebody
bite.
Hold
bit
on,
you.
hold on. Were there teeth marks?
Not the next day.
But no, were there teeth marks?
At the time.
Oh, yeah, then you got bit. Someone
Nice.
bit you.
Oh, well, there you go. I didn't think it was a bite at the time. I was like, oh, they just like.
Who bit you?
You can't say.
It was a white belt. And I don't
Well-
think they go there anymore.
Oh, okay. Then you can definitely say who it is. Guy or gal?
Guy.
Huh. He bit you, bro.
Huh.
I could watch, dude. I could slam your face into my forearm as hard as I want with your teeth sticking out. Guess what, bro? They ain't gonna leave a mark like that.
That's a good point.
Maybe.
I was trying for a rear naked, and they did not want me to get that rear naked.
Yeah, he bit you. Yeah, that's why you had teeth marks. Not hard. He obviously thought twice. He was like, uh-oh. That's cannibalism. It's not where I wanted to go with that.
Needs salt.
I know because I've been bitten by my children when they were young. I don't know if you ever got bit.
No.
But not like when they're teething and they have teeth and they'll like all of a sudden start gnawing on
like
your arm. You're like,
babies.
yeah, babies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
like-
it was Addie last week. She's 15. It was
11-year-old.
really weird.
Give me the keys, Dad. I want to drive.
She starts biting my finger off.
It's like, what are you doing? But no. And it leaves marks if they bite hard enough. But no, he bit you. I know the person bit me because I had marks. It's
Don't-
okay though.
Roy said he's been bitten.
Has he?
Get out of here,
He
Roy.
says teeth marks were left.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then you were bitten.
Interesting.
What is going on? Is this a thing?
I don't think he intentionally tried. I was getting under his arm or under his neck, sorry, and I didn't get under there.
Question though.
Fully.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do a little
gonna be a
visual
thing, huh?
for you.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah.
Who defends? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I always close
Does
my
anyone
mouth.
defend like? No one defends with their mouth open.
Because like I'll close my mouth. Justin, he'll just be like, "Oh, okay.
Oh,
you're
yeah,
not
he'll-
gonna give me your neck. I'll squeeze until you do."
Yeah, he'll just he'll face smash
Yeah.
you.
But he does it super slow and like he doesn't try to hurt me. But I'm like, this still sucks. I'm gonna tap.
Oh yeah, I tapped the face smash
Yeah,
you.
take it.
But
Yeah, Justin does that to me too.
Yes,
Like, he's got. I'm like,
Well,
chin
he's
stocked him defending.
Well,
He's
you
like,
can't
I'll
even
just squeeze
bother
your-
him. His
I'll just
arm
squeeze your
really
head.
wouldn't fit under most people's necks. Honestly, his arms are huge.
But Nicky Rod said that too. He's like, if I'm under your nose, you're gonna tap.
You're gonna tap. Yeah.
Fair.
But how do you get bitten? Anybody else out there get bitten?
Roy's is rather unique. I had a guy mounted, grabbed me by the vest, pulled me in, and bit me on the neck.
Whoa!
Sounds hot, bro.
Wow!
You lucky man.
bit
That's
you?
funny.
So he said, "Grab me by the vest." I wonder if it was for work.
Yeah, it had
Yeah,
to be
clarify.
for-
Was
Nope,
it
he said during training, and said the guy said This is how I would fight on the streets with a Z.
Streets.
Did you kill him? Like, he's not alive anymore, is he? He's got to be dead. He can't say, obviously, but he's dead.
What the hell?
All right, this one's unique. Paul Elliott.
Oh, no. Yes. It's a thing.
My wife bit me in sparring.
What?
Why would she do that?
She seems so normal. Guess I was wrong.
I hope it was for fun.
Yeah.
And not like,
Nope, Paul Elliott on purpose.
No what?
was it a love bite?
That's
Your
what I was
wife.
wondering.
Yeah, was
Right.
it like, haha, this is funny, I'm going to bite you?
Right.
She's like, I'm sick of your shit.
Yeah.
Get off of me.
Yeah, you think you got that? You don't, I'm biting you.
Yeah.
Mine, I took the back of somebody, and when I put my arm in front of them just to not smash them, they bit my forearm.
Who was it?
I'm not telling you.
But you expect me to say it?
Well, if they don't train there anymore.
Yeah, once you said they don't train there anymore,
I
I'm
haven't
like,
seen
whatever.
him. I haven't seen him in
Yeah.
like a year and a half.
I
So I
wouldn't.
don't.
No names.
Well, no, and I'm sure the person
No
like,
names.
like mine was, I know what was going on, kind of my fault.
So
we're good.
Yeah. Some people.
It was just a reflex.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
it was a fear reflex, and why you would fear me ever, anything, I don't know.
Get your beard, bro.
I am not intimidating.
You kind of are if people don't know you.
What?
You think?
You come off like a dick. We've discussed this before.
Oh,
You
you
both
do-
come off like dicks.
Whoa, he does
Me?
too?
If people don't know you, we've
Really?
discussed this. When you just lay
We
there,
did.
people are like, "Oh, he's
yeah.
a dick. He's not treating me like an actual role."
How am I a dick?
That is
I
unintentional.
forgot what we came up with.
It's your face.
Yeah, I get
Well,
that.
plus you're sarcastic as hell, and people don't catch on.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
also
yeah.
true. I
Immediately.
am very.
It's one of those things where if I give you shit, it's because I like you. But if you don't know that about me, then you're like, guy's a dick.
Oh, I think a lot of people probably think I'm a dick.
I could probably do better. I'll try to fix that.
Man, we've got a very active.
FYI, I am not changing. Continuing on with assholeness.
Yeah, well,
That's what I'm doing.
All right. In order to learn safely, the most important thing you know.
Hold on. Does somebody else have something to say on there?
We've had a couple. My wife typically goes for the oil check defense. Not sure what's worse,
Oh,
bite marks or oil check.
my
So
wife
is
has
that-
done that too. She just grabs ass. I'm like, you win.
Seriously?
If I'm trying to wrestle my wife and getting the better of her, she'll cheat. She'll whatever.
So she'll
there's
oil check you?
Dude, she'll do whatever. It's funnier than hell.
Fair enough, really.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, this is not allowed. She's like,
It
oh,
is now.
watch this.
And then Adam said in high school during a wrestling match, someone bit his arm, and it was an instant disqualification.
Didn't that
Wow,
happen?
so it was that was blatant then.
Yeah.
I think that happened during the Olympics. I think I seen
don't
an
think it
Olympic
was Adam,
wrestling
though.
match. No,
I don't think it was Adam.
no, I
think
just
it was
I just
Adam.
remember seeing it. It was like one of those just clips I happened to run across.
no
and
way.
the guy got up and he's pointing to his arm at the ref and jumping up and down,
Yeah.
pissed because he was going to win. And I think it was like for a medal. I don't know which one. It might have been gold, silver, bronze,
Yeah.
whatever. But what else would it be?
Gold, silver, bronze. It was
You
I
not.
named
want
all
to
the medals,
clarify. It
Paul.
was either gold, silver, or bronze.
Well, they added the platinum on there for all the
God.
for
Yeah.
the hip hop dancing.
You know what? I'm moving on. I don't care.
Did you hear that? That breakdancing is going to be part of the
Is
Olympics.
it should be. That's awesome.
Is that's the one? And then competitive rock climbing also.
That is also awesome.
Have you watched that?
Have you seen Steve Honnold's?
Yeah, it's insane, bro. It's
How
insane.
is disc golf not an Olympic sport then?
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, you're so lucky I can't get out of this chair right now.
I played disc golf today.
I've seen people playing disc golf today.
Yeah.
It's
It's a fun sport.
Yeah,
It's
it is. If you
socially
can throw
distanced
the,
too. Like
It's not golf though.
correct. Hence the word disc in front of it.
Then why do you borrow other sports names to name
Hey.
your stupid sport?
I didn't
football.
name
Hey, football. Come on.
Soccer.
Yeah,
Yeah, they borrowed another name, sport,
At
whatever.
least they changed the spelling.
yeah. It's not
It is
football.
football.
You don't know any
I have
sports,
no
so
doubt.
know
I
why
don't
I'm
care.
arguing
I'm
Baseball.
done.
or using you as my defense.
It's not like, hey, I have this. Them cricket should be baseball should be named something like cricket then. Base crick. It was similar but a different game.
Can we move on?
Yes.
All right.
He just came up with the word base crick.
Yeah. Yeah,
In
that's-
order to learn safely, the most important thing you need to know is the tap. You may have seen MMA or grappling competitions where a person is applying a submission with the intent of breaking a joint or choking a person unconscious. The person who is in danger uses their hand or foot to tap several times on the attacker's body or the ground to indicate that they give up. It can be accompanied by saying tap. In essence, a tap is asking for mercy to avoid going unconscious or getting broken. It is absolutely critical that you understand your rights and responsibilities when it comes to the tap. You can tap and halt training at any time for any reason. You shouldn't wait until you're in excruciating pain or about to lose consciousness.
You don't.
I want to read. Hold on. You shouldn't wait until you're in excruciating pain or about to lose consciousness.
That was a good
People
point.
need to know that, because how many times are you saving somebody's life by going,
Oh, I've had to let go of things.
dude,
What are you doing to yourself?
They will let their shit break.
So most chokes, unless it's like a cross shot, not most, but a good portion of chokes, I can't see your face. So I don't know that you're blue, because I've done that before where I've leaned around and I'm like, oh, you're blue now. You're still not tapping. I'm just going to let go.
Have you had it where they'll start gargling? Or you can
hear the death gargle.
But they're still, they will not tap. I'm like, come on, man.
Dude, just let it go. It's not important. Like, you can't get out.
Yeah.
Once you can't get out, once you literally can't get out, just tap. Don't wait for them to move, because it's not a competition.
Yeah.
So just tap and be like, well, guess can't get out of this.
Yeah, that's a big reason people quit, because they get broke.
Oh, yeah. There's how many times have we talked about it on the show? We always get this new guy in, except for Matt Fields, you freak of nature. Somehow he didn't get hurt, but come way too often, you're like, you're going to get hurt. No, it won't. Within months, broken.
Yep.
Don't like, that's come from a guy with a broken neck. That was different.
I'm different.
I'm different somehow.
Wasn't my fault.
But it didn't stop me from coming.
True.
So there.
But yeah, for the love of everything holy, just don't wait until, like,
it doesn't help your jiu-jitsu to almost pass out.
Here's what I've done before when I was young in the sport. They'd have an armbar, and there's breaking mechanics of the armbar. Like, you have to do it right to get the break. So in my defense, they weren't doing that right. But it was right enough to hurt a lot, but it just wasn't breaking.
You still felt it for a few days afterwards.
Yeah, so I got the arms all the way out, but I'm trying to, like, curl my arm back. You know what I mean?
You're Tony Ferguson.
I'm
just
exactly.
like, I'm not tapping.
How to win fights by simply not tapping.
I think he just might be done. His last two fights have looked terrible.
Yeah, poor guy.
Which depresses me.
I know. He was fun to watch, too.
It was super fun, and he looked like crap the last two. Anyways, go ahead.
All right. Being tough in jiu-jitsu may feel like you are accomplishing something, but it's mostly just leading you towards getting hurt or hurting others. Being tough is not good training.
No.
Being tough is not good training. People think that because I didn't tap out because I'm tough, or I beat you because I'm tough. Croyler said this a lot of times. Tough does not mean you're good.
No.
So if you're toughing things out to not tap, you're doing yourself a disservice. Plain and simple.
Most of the time when someone says, hey, you're a tough roll, you want to hear you're a good roll. You're a fun roll.
It's like being, you're strong, dude.
Yeah. You're really strong.
What's your max bench, bro? Speaking of that.
Yeah, how's it going
How's it going
there?
How's it going there?
Not good, obviously.
So the bar is 155 for 10.
Yes, sir.
I did 135 for 10, no problem.
Okay.
I have chest day on Tuesday, I believe.
All right.
We're just gonna see what we can do.
All right.
I'll get some.
I was gonna say this
dude.
is your last week.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some big buff dude. Like, hey, spot me. Just make sure I don't die.
And he's gonna giggle a little, and he's like, "That's it."
Here's what you gotta get. You gotta hold on.
155.
I'm gonna help you out. Smelling salts.
So okay, is that a thing?
Yeah, dude.
So Shannon, girlfriend, she was at the gym and she saw one.
Yeah.
And she goes, I saw this little tube and it said break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not drugs.
No.
She threw it away because she's like, I think it's drugs.
It's basically ammonia.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I go, it just clears your breathing so you can breathe better. She goes, why?
No.
No. It's more than that.
It's more than that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's more than that.
But I mean, base level, just explaining to someone who doesn't know.
Yeah, that's not a bad way of explaining it, though. Yeah.
No, it'll. Don't do a lot of it. Just maybe sniff the side. No, you know what? Have somebody videotape you doing smelling salts for the first time and then post that
Sounds
shit.
like a terrible idea.
No, that'll get us 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, probably will.
If I pass out,
Yeah.
You might.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
anyway,
I'd pay good money to watch you.
155 for 10. I'm going to do it
All right.
sometime this week.
Good. All right. In the classroom, a submission is taught in a way that emphasizes control above all else. There's also another. If you scroll down on his website, there's control above all else. We did a pro tip on that.
Yeah, we did.
All right. Lost my spot. Ideally, the worst thing that can happen is a person is immobilized with no escape, and pressure increases slowly from slight to severe discomfort. If you are on the receiving end of a submission, the goal is to tap when the discomfort is headed in the direction of severe discomfort, but not close to it. We don't want to give our partners a false sense of success, but we also don't want to fight back to the level that we are getting overuse style injuries due to repeated overstressing of our joints. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
If you never had tennis elbow,
you will.
you will if you do dumb shit like that.
Yep.
And let me tell you, it sucks.
It's not cool. Like, it has such a nice name.
You know,
it's like,
I used,
it's tennis elbow.
when I was a wee lad,
it just freaking
yeah,
hurts.
when I was a wee lad, I used to laugh at the old men at my shop that walked around with those arm braces on, complaining all the time. I'm like, you're such a sissy until I got it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't. Literally, I couldn't do this.
No, you can't.
couldn't-
You can't kung
yeah.
fu grip anything.
Yeah, it just falls
Yeah,
out of the hand.
it's terrible.
Yeah, it's awful. Don't get
Yep.
it.
Don't do it.
Let's see. If you are applying a submission, don't get distracted by what is going on around you. You have to be looking out for your partner's safety. Do the submission as instructed and be ready to instantly release all pressure and control if they tap, even if you don't feel like anything is going on. Jiu-jitsu is a martial art based on leverage, and if you do things precisely, very little effort is needed to turn that leverage into severe consequences for your partner. Speed, strength, and inattentiveness are all enemies of learning good technique safely.
Yes.
Exactly. You really need to be aware of not breaking your training partner and not breaking yourself. There's a lot of trust, and just as much as you want them to respect your tap, you need to respect their submission. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like don't cause them to have to let stuff go to save you, and don't cause them to break you, because that doesn't feel good either.
Yeah. No. You got to do what's best for both of you, and the both of you as partner
Yeah.
are going to get farther that way.
Yep. Exactly.
I swear.
For any technique, and not just submission, each person in a training pair has an active role in helping the drilling person learn. The person who is doing the technique as instructed needs to feel the basic mechanics without resistance, or with as little resistance as required to make the move functional. The goal is to cooperatively reproduce what the instructor demonstrated. Easier said than done sometimes.
What?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I need to watch it 7 more times. If you and your partner take turns building up to this cooperative demonstration level, once the person doing the technique is comfortable with the cooperative execution of the technique, and you both agree that the details are being reproduced, you can ask your partner to add a little more resistance and defense. This may mean keeping balance better, being stronger in resistance, attempting to counter the motion, or allowing a little more stress to happen without endangering anyone safely. That's also a key point. So just like you shouldn't try to do things at full speed, so the instructor might go, all right, we're going to do an armbar from mount. Here's what it looks like. And he just swings and does the armbar.
Yeah.
Here's how you do it, basic step by step. Here's why this is important. Here's, and he kind of gives you an analogy all the way through. And then he might do, and again, here's what it looks like. Well, you might be going, okay, got it. And you just try the entire move.
Yeah, the entire move all at once. You're like, it looks easy.
Quickly, at speed, the way he did it the last time or the first time.
No.
So again, this is how you ramp it up. You like very, very slow, very methodical. You say, does this feel right? Am I doing, even if you're a couple of white belts, you can still know.
Piece by piece.
Yeah.
Honestly, it works so well because you get up to regular speed or whatever you want to call it really quick that way. I mean, took me a long time to figure that out. And now I will do it so slow and so deliberately. It's so much easier to understand the next time I go to do it. I'm like, oh, maybe 2 or 3 times of just going 1 step, 2 step, 3 step. I'm like, oh, wow.
I've never been a fan of the do as many triangles or arm bars as you can in 1 minute. Like,
well, if you're doing them all improperly, it really doesn't do you any good.
Exactly. So I would rather have you do 2 reps correctly than 10 reps incorrectly.
Yep.
So
for sure.
that's my idea. I think that's probably. I don't think anybody
bestest.
would disagree with that.
I don't care if they do. It's our show.
Yeah,
Stop us.
we're definitely right.
Yeah.
because we have
Always.
microphones. I will drop them.
We have thousands of listeners. We are looked upon as experts. No, we are not. But the people we read are.
Exactly. That's why I don't come up with my own shit.
Smart.
I don't know anything except on how I know what not to do.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah, I'm like nailed it.
Yeah.
All right, when doing a move, do at least 5 to 7 repetitions of the move. Then switch attacker and defender roles. As long as both people are trying to improve the skill of the person who is performing the instructed technique, you'll both learn a lot about the technique for both offense and defensive purposes. Stay focused on the person who is actively learning and help them in any way they ask. Completely avoid extra techniques you might know unless your instructor has given you explicit permission to go off script. You can rep something 1,000 times over the years and still have something to learn about and the technique. Stay focused. I think he's talking to purple belts there.
I think so.
Yeah, that is directed at purple.
It's very deliberate.
Yeah.
Very rude. Why do you keep shaking your head over there, Producer Austin?
Are we not live streaming anymore?
Oh no, we're live. There's a very long discussion on a word I can't pronounce.
Try it. Spell it.
Spell it.
Vasodilation.
Vasodilation.
That
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. See what you started? Because you just had to ask how the bench was going.
Well,
Now
it's like taking
Oh,
beet
they're
juice.
going going off on Austin.
they're
so-
going ham.
So you want beet juice will give you that. NO2 will give you that.
Beet
Yeah,
juice?
beet juice is
juice.
disgusting.
Shannon loves beets. I can't do it.
No, I don't like beets.
She'll
not my thing.
open a can and just eat them.
What?
Savage.
Yeah, she's weird.
I used to like her.
Damn.
It's
right,
over now.
Right. Now it's like, what are we doing?
I got his back because you can do that. It's
Yeah, it's pretty legit.
Now they're, yeah,
Oh, so she's probably not naturally ginger. She just gets it from the beets.
maybe.
Got it. It's like a really lame superhero.
So they're talking about everything up to the roids.
So who's
Sure.
talking? I know it's Roy,
Yes.
because if you guys don't know, Roy
Clangs and
has,
bangs.
has a mullet and does stupid things that end in
Does he
angs.
still have a mullet?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think he does.
I thought he shaved it.
He's not that smart.
Yeah.
Honey Ginger Beets. There's a guy on here called Hey Let's Roll, which is a great YouTube name, but
That is great, though.
I do like.
I don't know who it is.
Hi, buddy.
But now he's talking with Roy about
Oh, no.
Vasodilation.
that thing. Vasodilation.
Vasodilation.
Basically, it just makes your veins bigger, so more blood pumps through it, so you get a better pump when you're
Oh,
playing
God.
the
I
banging,
saw
bro.
it coming.
Is that
Get
what
a
the
better
creatine's for?
No, that's not creatine.
Creatine does that, I feel like.
No,
though.
creatine lets more water go into your cells. So you can get an instant 10 pounds in a couple weeks, and you make it look puffier. But the vasodilation is different. That's a blood flow thing.
So I need creatine and beets.
So basically, if you just take the little blue pill, you get the same thing.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Did
Did
not
you know?
think that's where it was
Did
going.
you know that Chad Ochocinco, former Cincinnati Bengal wide receiver and Patriots, used to take a Viagra before every game because he said it made him more explosive.
That was a great joke.
Anybody else? No, no. I kept it all the way through. All the way through.
Yeah, so did Chad Ochocinco.
Dad jokes are the best.
Oh, that was come on.
Oh.
Come on, I made it all the way through it.
So, something learned about stay focused, it says. Yeah, we're good at that in this show. By the end of class, you should develop a basic understanding of new moves or a better understanding of ones you've done before. Always look for new details. Even black belts are constantly looking for small details of moves they've been doing successfully for years. If they are still trying to improve, it's guaranteed you have something to improve on in your own technique. After being dismissed from class, it's typical to have open mat where sparring or drilling is open to what the students want to work on.
I'm good at getting kicked in the head during
Yeah.
It's pretty much what
Getting hoofed in the face.
we're having an open mat. What was it, Friday or something? I can't remember. And Mike goes, "You going tonight?" No. Why not? I get kicked in the head. He's question marks. That's all I said back. What?
I have a
I
foot
get
magnet
kicked
on my
A
forehead.
lot, and I don't know why. I did nothing.
Here's another thing. Like, Paul's talking about being mindful of yourself and your partner during a roll. Also, there's other people rolling around you.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe if you can't control yourself enough to not hurt people that you're not even rolling with, you're doing it wrong.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I said what I said. Like if you're injuring other people that you're not even rolling with, you are trying way too hard.
You're putting way too much effort that
Like,
you can't control your body at all.
Yeah, staying
Or
focused
the other
is,
person's body. Because I'm sorry to cut you off. I've done a sweep where I know, like, I can see halfway through it, I'm like, oh, I'm going to throw him into something. And I just grab the person's gi and just drag him back to the ground.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm not going to hurt someone else to finish a sweep or to get a submission.
Yeah.
And we're talking about the people around you.
It's scary when like our daughters go to like a team training.
Oh,
and
yeah, dude, it worries me.
there's kids rolling,
Yep.
and then there's adults that they have no regard for their own safety or anybody else's safety because they're
Ass and elbows all
get
over
it.
the place.
So this is why an article like this is very good.
It is.
If you don't know this information, then you can't practice it because it's not in your awareness, like we talked about before. Like, everybody needs to be given this, and not only that, but like be reminded of it, like shown what it feels like. Like, look, this is what good rolling feels like. Watch this. This is what's cool. Now feel this and watch this. That is not what we're trying to accomplish. So if it looks and feels like this, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
You need to back off the gas pedal.
Well, it's tough too because a good marker for trying too hard is being completely exhausted after one roll.
Oh yeah.
You're putting too much effort in. That's not jiu-jitsu. It's competition jiu-jitsu. I'll give you that. Yeah. But day-to-day learning things and making a spar or roll, as we call it, effective is keeping it technical. Technical is not brute strength or speed or explosiveness. So I was rolling with a guy, a good friend, and he's a really good guy. But he tried, like, my insult to people, it's not even trying to be an insult, but it comes off that way because I'm like, you're trying harder than me. And so we got to the end of the roll. No, it really didn't go anywhere. It was more just me. We had fun, but it wasn't anything there was no real submission efforts or anything valid. And we stopped, and I'm out of shape as hell. And I'm okay, not really breathing hard, had a good time. He, on the other hand, he's an awesome dude, don't get me wrong, but he's sweating his ass off. And I'm like, and he knows it though. He's like, man, I've coached wrestling. I was a football player. It's just my go. That's what I do is I go. And I'm like, and he knows I would like to be able to do what you do and just relax. He goes, it's just not the way his brain's made up. And I believe him because, man, is he a nice guy. Yeah. And he will help people with anything in jiu-jitsu. Just a good guy. So just
I don't even mind. Like, I don't mind rolling hard if it's using jiu-jitsu and technique.
Yeah.
So if somebody like, Ben, right? I like rolling Ben, but if me and Ben go 100%, we're not tired. You know what I mean? We're giving it a lot. We're going hard, but we're not.
You're not gassing out.
No.
Me and Ben go for where we've been doing 5-minute rounds, which is much better than the 3 that we were doing. And I'm out of shape. Me and Ben at the end, I can still, I'm breathing a little harder because I did something, but it wasn't bad. But we're still doing technical stuff. But we're both, me and him like to go after each other. It's funny. Yes. Can he kick my ass 2 ways from Sunday? Yes. Very easily.
That being said, when I roll with Croyler, like I don't change how I roll with anybody. But he just like takes my energy and like a vampire just goes, it
sucks it right out of you. I don't like it. It makes me feel bad.
Like I think I understand what he's saying when he tells me how he does it. I just still it's like magic. I'm like, that's cool. I can't do it and I can't stop it.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird when you train since you're 3. The things you can do.
I mean,
the options available to you.
He's pretty good.
It's like fighting a ghost. Like
it is. He just feels so dumb.
A heavy one, like.
But he doesn't. But he's a big dude, but he doesn't use his weight like that.
Well, yeah. Every time
it's
you go for
that.
something, he's not there.
Yeah.
And every time it's weird.
It's so awesome when he lets you break guard, and then you're like, "Ha ha! Where'd you go?" You're on my back. How the hell did that happen? You all have those people. Your instructors will make you feel dumb.
It's like,
in a good way. Like, it feels cool.
Yeah.
I love it. It makes me feel like it just amazes me more about jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can make me feel this bad.
It's
amazing.
You should be fascinated rather than what's the word?
Butt hurt?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, we'll go with butt hurt. But like, I'll never get that good, so why try?
No.
You know what I mean? Some people have that mentality, like, well, I'm not gonna ever be as good as Croyler or Paul Elliott or name a person, so why even bother?
It's weird to me.
It is. So you should be like, these are the things that are available to me. If I just keep going,
Yeah.
to an extent.
Maybe. I'll never be that good.
Yeah, well, there's probably a line there somewhere. I don't know.
I'm a one stripe blue belt for the last 3 years.
Nice.
So I'm killing it.
Winning.
Doing great overall.
Nailed it.
I'm going to be Paul soon.
Yeah.
12 years in, bitch.
Can't wait till people start passing me.
Still 12 years, right?
Yeah.
Till the day.
To the
To
day.
the day. Okay.
To the day.
It's a moving target, Austin.
Okay, open mat and sparring. Now things are getting real, and it might be a good idea to just watch open mat until you feel ready to join in. My first class ever, he made me watch, and I wanted nothing more than to fight. I was pissed.
Yeah, that'll throw you
like
off.
I went through all the warm ups and the techniques, which was a takedown, and I'm like, Jesus. And then I'm like, I'm anxious to fight. He's like,
Yeah.
nah, we're gonna sit up here and just kind of watch. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I came here to fight, bro. I was such a dick.
Your amount of douche level is just amazing back in
I'm
the
telling
day.
you, man.
For
like,
what you've turned into, you'll
I have turned it around.
into a jiu-jitsu
To be-
butterfly.
to be
That's what
fair,
you were.
I still make a lot of mistakes. I think it was Paul Elliott that said I make the same amount of mistakes. They're just smaller. You know, they're more minute mistakes. I'm still learning every day. I'm still going, oh, okay, I'll change this, adjust this. Oh, this is a better way to do something.
Yeah.
So I'm still doing that constantly. But as far as attitude and the direction I was going from start to now, it's like you said, 180.
Yeah, totally different.
I did a full 360.
Dude, a full 360. Going the same direction, everybody.
Yeah. Sometimes I still do though. Like I get that.
Really?
I'm not easy to anger, but like if somebody's being a total dipshit,
Yeah.
like I don't mind
I'm doing a good. Yeah, I can see that.
dipshitting it back, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm doing good at the whole. I was rolling with somebody that usually annoys me. Not like because they're better or worse than me at all. It's just their attitude towards the role. And it was a lot more fun this time for me because I had about this much effort. I just had fun.
Nice.
I didn't try to tap anything, didn't try to pass guard. Just had fun.
Yeah.
If they left something open, I took it. But I didn't even try to submit because it's just the attitude wasn't there. So,
There's
but it was a
always
lot more fun. And I think the other person had a lot more fun because they were excited at the end of it. I'm like, good. I still don't like you. But I still don't like you. But
it is a jiu-jitsu family after all.
It
Like,
is.
There's always you're not going to get along with
love
everybody.
everybody. But
Much as you might want to. But yeah, you know, you always have the people that you don't.
it's just you don't click with.
Yeah.
it is.
Or you get the people like what annoys me is
Kip?
you'll go, you'll go 100% to the death. Like no regard for my physical safety and just everything is power, strength, speed.
Yeah.
Blah. And then as soon as like you get caught, like you fake injury.
Oh my
Like,
gosh!
no.
Oh, Coach Tap, those two.
Oh. And that's when I revert back to like douchebag Paul. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm gonna be an asshole now too.
And
I should be better than that, but I'm not.
I'm nowhere near that. You freaking douchebaggery me. Yeah, we had somebody coach at me, and so in turn I took their back again, pinned one of their arms. So the only way to get out was to try to roll. But since they didn't have an arm, they rolled onto their face all the way across the gym. Now, a normal person would be like, I should let go now. I, on the other hand, just held onto the arm and let him roll on his own face. I still like that. It was fun.
It is. Yeah, like I said, sometimes
I had some white belts watching. People are like, what were you doing? Just annoying him at that point.
I want to be better, but I'm also I'm not enlightened.
I
I'm not a
was
Buddhist. I don't know what to tell you.
It was so petty. I was like, because he wanted to keep rolling, but I was done. I'm like, I'm good here. So I just locked up an arm and just held on for dear life. Definitely wasn't jujitsu, but it was funny.
Sometimes you gotta do that.
Yeah. It didn't change anything.
No.
Yeah, never does.
All right, now I already read that. Sparring. This means both sparring partners trying to implement their own game while trying to stop the other person from doing the same. The end result should be an exchange of techniques where each person is learning what they are capable of, despite their opponent's best efforts. All right. Again, the tap must always be respected. It doesn't matter who wants to stop sparring around, even if it's the person who appears to be in control. While you should avoid tapping to nothing, any reason is a good reason, especially if you are new to jiu-jitsu. You are under no obligation to train in a way that either makes you feel either physically or mentally unsafe. It's great to test your limits and expand your capability, but your physical and mental safety are more important than any sparring round. People should know that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about this. It's not worth your
we already
mental
talked
and
about it.
physical
Yeah.
stuff. Free sparring is inherently stressful, and this is especially where our natural reactions to physical and mental stress can betray us and our sparring partners. Often, the most dangerous person in the room is the newbie, not the black belt. An instructor has control of both their own and others' bodies, along with an understanding of what will and won't work safely. Someone who is new does not have the experience to recognize situations that are dangerous to themselves and others. Even experienced grapplers can come in and injure themselves and others if they encounter situations they aren't familiar with. And jiu-jitsu is absolutely filled with unfamiliar situations until you've been training for many years. Exactly. People do weird shit with no regard to how things are going to land.
Yeah.
Like, I am saying, like, people trying flying armbars for the first time in live sparring without, you know what I mean? Like, they just seen something on YouTube, or they're just like, they just spaz to a certain position, like, with no regard to, like, maybe the heel is caught or maybe a finger's caught. You know what I mean? They just, when they just put everything on something, but they don't know what the end result is going to be.
I had a toe broken because my toe got caught in a gi, and I told them too. I'm like, dude, you got my toe. And they were so into the pressure pass they were trying to do that literally you could hear my toe pop. I'm like, thanks, Pa. Thanks.
Yeah.
Good looking out.
Yeah, it should never be like a spazzy movement. Like, there should, unless...
Well, it's hard to tell. Let's be honest. It's hard to tell when it's a spazzy moment.
Well,
it feels like I'm trying to be explosive.
Yeah. It's,
that's tough. This is me just trying to be explosive. Okay, don't be explosive. How about that? Don't do it.
When you don't know, if you're doing a technique, even if it's not good technique, like it could be better, at least it's a technique that you're trying. Even if you fail at it or don't know the whole thing, like you're trying a technique. If you're just like trying to throw somebody off, or you know what I mean, if you're just trying to muscle something, or you know what I mean, that's usually when you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just going to throw shit at the wall and hope for the best.
That's not jiu-jitsu.
That's not jiu-jitsu. That's what I guess it's hard to articulate. It's easier to go, that's that's bullshit.
Yep.
But yeah, to try to articulate, I'm not the best one for that, apparently.
Apparently not.
Sorry.
Words are hard.
The desired result in any sparring round is to learn about jiu-jitsu against an uncooperative opponent. This can take many forms. It could be getting a submission. It could be just surviving a little longer than you did last week. No matter what happens in any sparring round, don't use it to compare yourself to others, unless there is an explicit agreement to be in competition mode and assumptions of all the serious risk associated with that. Your only goal should be to improve yourself first, then everyone you train with. Winning is not the goal. Sometimes you have to go into a role and your objective is to lose. Because if it's not, hold on, if it's not to lose, then the default kicks in, which is
win.
To either not lose or win. But if your objective is to just, I'm going to lose, but I'm going to be more aware of how.
Yes.
And try the stuff so you're more aware of the stuff you're doing. Like, I plan on losing. Like, this role is about losing. So there's no ego attached. There's no...
And we recognize it's hard to do.
Well, so you got to tell yourself, I'm going, it is tough. I get it.
It is.
But sometimes the only way to get out of the I'm going to roll to win is to I'm going to roll to lose, but to learn. Like,
yes.
My goal is to try this move. I'm probably going to lose. But if it's just going in there we're going to fight and see what happens. Like,
it's going to end up, you're going to default to trying to either, like you said, not lose, which is not good, and because you do inside jiu-jitsu, and win.
Yeah, so I less so, because, old stuff, but I need to have a goal still. Otherwise, I just go in there to win. Like if you and I slap bump roll,
like you said, default.
I'm just going to kind of default to, all right, I'm gonna beat Kip, or I'm gonna beat Austin, or I'm gonna beat Croyler. I mean, clearly, I know that's not going to happen in certain cases, but my default is I'm going to try to tap him out. But if I have a goal of I'm going to try the armbar that he taught me and try to get into that position, that's the goal. Yeah. So my goal is, all right, I'm going to lose the round and I don't care, but I'm going to try this. Otherwise, I immediately go to, all right, what do I got to do to win? And I think a lot of people just go, okay, this is the game. This is how it's played. It's played to win.
Yes.
Yeah, it's tough. So whatever mind trick that you have to do to get yourself to learn better during a roll, use it. Like that's mine. Like my objective is I'm going to lose. And sometimes you don't. You end up winning because your technique is better and you're actually focused on doing the right thing.
Yeah.
But the intent isn't to win. The intent is to learn.
Yeah.
All right.
Fair enough.
I don't know if that made sense.
I have no intent to do anything.
All right. Take some time to just absorb what is happening when you spar. A goal as small as defending yourself or maybe getting control of someone else will lead to progress as a beginner. If you are working with someone who is smaller or weaker than you, let them dictate the aggression levels. Don't try to overwhelm anybody. If you are athletic and you rely on that raw capability, you might have a feeling of success, but it won't help you or your sparring partner get better. If you are too aggressive with someone who is more skilled than you, you are going to have a bad day. If you are too aggressive or unfair with someone who is your level as a beginner, but they are less physically gifted, be prepared for a lecture from any instructor or a physical demonstration of what you are doing is harmful to the room. That's being enforced upon, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It is better to start conservative no matter what your raw physical ability is. Over the course of a few months, ease into more aggressive roles with more experienced people and ask for their feedback.
Yes. It's good.
So if you are 240 pounds and you're rolling with somebody that's 155 pounds, and you're just going to go.
That's just for awesome.
And you're just like happy to be able to rack shot because hey, he's a blue belt and I'm a 4-stripe white belt, and I'm gonna mess this blue belt up because I outweigh him by 75 pounds.
Yep.
You're being a dick.
Oh, for sure.
If you have an enormous amount of physical ability on top of what your training partner has, and you use it, you're a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, others might say, well, that's how you learn, and that's real-life situations. And no, we're here to learn, and there's a time and a place for that.
Yep.
But if they're not aware that you're going to do that, you're a dick. Now, if they say, hey, I want to test my skill and let's ramp it up, or you say, hey, how hard do you want to go? Like, you put it on them. If you don't have a conversation, default to work slow and just match their physical attributes if you have more than them.
Yes.
If they're ramping it up, just ramp it up enough to match.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ramp it up as far as you can go, because then it's kind of like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, what are you learning?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
So I'm always like, are you working on something? How hard do you want to go? If there's no conversation, I always let them dictate the pace, no matter what the skill level is, because I always start off slow. Whether I should or not.
You start off slow, you stay slow, and you end slow.
Mostly, yes.
Slow on top of slow.
I have my moments, but mostly, yes.
Very turtle-esque.
Yeah, I don't turtle, though.
Slothy. You're very slothy.
I'm very sloth-like. But I think that's good advice.
It is.
Let's see. Remember, when you are starting jiu-jitsu, you are fighting against your natural reactions. It is natural to respond to aggression with more aggression, strength with more strength. It is also, unfortunately, natural to shut down in an unconscious effort to preserve your safety. Both sets of reactions can result in injury to yourself and others. Jiu-jitsu technique is a process of gradually building intelligent, trained reactions to higher and higher levels of physical and mental stress imposed on you by someone else. Proper technique will help keep you and your sparring partners safe. Damn, that's good advice.
That is good advice. I like it.
You should just post that on a wall. Like, you should frame that and let people go, oh, Okay.
Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah, if I'm just
Yes.
going in there and wrecking shot because I'm physically stronger, then I'm not really doing jiu-jitsu. I'm not helping out anybody.
And you're not getting better.
Exactly.
That's the biggest part of that.
All right, after class or sparring, get plenty of water and rest as a physical activity. Jiu-jitsu is exhausting to start, and you'll find muscles aching that you didn't know you had. Especially beginners because you don't.
You really haven't used these muscles.
Yeah, it's
Even if you're in shape, you haven't used these muscles.
Exactly. It's a
or in
different
this
animal.
fashion. Yes.
All right, as well as strange bruises, you have no idea how you got them. You can be in great shape walking into jiu-jitsu, but being in good jiu-jitsu shape is a different beast. That's funny. I'll take time to adapt to the full body workout you're getting. It'll take time, yeah. It can also take time to start feeling like you are learning anything. Until you've been doing jiu-jitsu consistently for about 6 months, you won't really be qualified to say what your progress is, both mentally and physically. Trust that you are getting better, and hydrate often during the class and open mat. Then try to get more sleep than you normally would. Listen to what your body is telling you and get feedback from your coaches. If you are experiencing anything physically or mentally that might discourage you from training. Good advice.
Yes.
I say no water breaks. If you need them, you don't deserve them.
No, don't listen to him.
Nope.
If you need
Nope.
water,
if you need a water break, you're training too hard.
No, not totally true.
Nope. I'm standing by that.
Yeah,
I will die on this hill.
Yeah, that's stupid. If you're sweating, if you're doing anything and you're learning, you're not doing it very well yet, right? And you're getting dehydrated. Paul wants you to black out and possibly die.
Yeah.
Rather, okay.
Or hey, the other option is, hey, maybe I'm working a little too hard because I'm sweating too much. So maybe I'll
what if
lower
it's
the
what if it's one of
intensity.
Chad's classes where he's like, hey, guess what, guys? It's 80 degrees outside. I'm
No,
gonna turn the heat
I'm
on.
not-
It's 112 in here.
I'm not talking about like a competition class or warm ups. Drink all the water you want, but I'm talking about like sparring, like in between, like if you're like exhausted, you need water.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like no. Keep going. No water
no, it's
breaks.
okay.
Yeah. Come on.
I still
You're
think
more on
it's-
board?
I'm more on board. I'm still think it's stupid. Because
I want to know
that's-
their thoughts.
That's an ideal world type
No water breaks.
response.
No water breaks ever.
No, just in between
rounds. Like
for
so
sparring.
so if you got a class that's an hour long and you got 45 minutes of warm-ups and technique, whatever, drink water, it's cool. But 15 minutes of sparring, you got 3 or 5 minute rounds or whatever. No water breaks. You go from one round to the next.
In
You
that
can't do that.
situation, I say I agree.
No, see, yeah. That's why I'm a little bit more on board. But if you're not good at it,
Okay, if you have an hour long open mat.
Well, usually there's a rest round for us because there's so many freaking
Yeah,
people.
usually,
So in that case, I also say no water breaks because you're just going to take a rest round and
Yeah.
catch your breath. I will say you guys don't go to Nogi yet because I haven't got the 1,000 subscribers. I will. But Justin likes to do half an hour of technique and then a half hour of straight rolling.
no
And
water
there's
breaks.
no rest rounds.
Yeah, no water breaks.
I take water breaks. And by water breaks, I mean I get a quick sip and then I get back to it.
Gotcha. I say no.
But I also get smashed.
I love how he blows right by it. Still say no.
I also get smashed in that class because the guys that go
There's a
there
lot
are
of meatheads there,
massive.
dude. They're big dudes.
And I can defend for 5 straight minutes and they're not going to get anything, but that's tiresome. I get laid on a lot in that class.
I
So
get
I
it.
take a water break.
I
And
get it.
it's disgusting. You should
It's
wash.
sweaty.
You have to wash the taste of someone else's spit out of your mouth.
Okay.
What?
You can
Sweat,
you can swish and
spit.
spit because it doesn't matter because it's already wet.
Ooh. It's so gross.
Nobody will know if you just take a bunch of water and spit it all over the mat.
It looks
Nobody
the
would
same.
know. It looks the same.
It looks the same.
yeah.
It's disgusting. I'm a sensory person to an extent, and that's
That's gross, man.
Why didn't we have the bet to make him do Nogi?
Because he hates clanging and banging more than Nogi.
that is true.
Okay.
That is true. I've done Nogi once. Once in 4.5 years. Once.
Did you really?
Yeah, once.
I
First started,
How
I
was
went
it?
to
Hold
one
on,
of
let's get the
Justin's class.
experience. How was it?
I hated it.
Okay, well.
I like grips, and I did it way too early. Like if I would have done it later on, it might have been better. But I didn't know like anything, so I just got smoked. I'm like, this is freaking terrible. And I got to about halfway through the class, and we were rolling, and I went and I touched someone's back, and I wanted to kill myself. I was like, "Split!"
It's bad enough. Like you got sweaters, right? And you know who you are. And
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. I'm a sweater, honestly.
Yeah, you. Some people are just like
over the top.
Yeah,
sweaters. Yeah.
And even like through a gi. Like,
oh yeah, where
I will roll
yeah.
with you first, but I won't roll with you last.
Yeah,
It's like, I'm sorry.
That Brian dude, he was a sweater. That purple belt.
Oh yeah, he was fun to roll with too until he got too. Ugh.
Dude, he would be
But
soaked.
He knew it.
Like, yeah, he knew it. He was like,
Yeah,
I'm a sweater. I'm like,
Exactly.
oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're gross. You.
I don't sweat, bro.
Yeah, he does. It's gross also.
Someone brought up a good point. It was Roy. So what I also dislike is when people go for the water and then they're taking so damn long that it then eats into the next roll.
You know what else I hate?
I think they do it on purpose.
Yeah, it's like you're slacking. Get down here on the mat, roll.
Okay, you roll, bell rings, you get a new partner, you start rolling. You don't wait for the bell to ring. You don't have to tie your belt and adjust. No, I don't have that much time. I want to roll.
Yeah.
Like, stop tying your belt. Stop fixing your gi. Don't wait for the bell.
I wait
we'll
for the
roll.
bell. I wait for the bell when I'm with someone I don't want to roll with.
Yes. I do that 100% as well.
I'm sitting there looking across like, no. We'll wait.
Okay.
15 seconds left? Yeah, I'm going to take that break.
Exactly.
Okay, you should always feel like you have the option to tell somebody no. That being said, I understand that that's uncomfortable to tell somebody I don't want to roll with you, especially when you're like newer, you don't have the clicks, you know what I mean?
See, that's not it. In this instance I'm talking about, because you know me, I'll tell everybody no.
No.
You want to roll?
Yeah, I'm not for you.
Don't care. Whatever, get out of my face. Don't care. It's when I like the person and I'm like, you're a good guy. I really don't like rolling with you. And you're like, I guess sometimes you just have to, because I know they're not going to hurt me, but it's not going to be fun.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah,
You got a forearm across your throat. You're like, this isn't jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, you're trying to rug burn me to tapping. Stop.
Forearm in the eye. That was a new one.
Oh, you haven't had forearm in the eye?
Like blatantly on my eye. They were in side control and just like on my eye. I'm like, that eye's already messed up.
Yeah. I can't see out of that eye.
Have you had somebody put their chin in your eye socket and pull the back?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
that's a good one too.
That's treat.
That you'll catch it. It's
that one pissed me off. So then I immediately squirmed out and took their back. I was like, I'm done.
That's funny.
No. Yeah, because if you're putting an elbow into someone's eye, you probably aren't great at it.
So look,
if that's what your go-to is.
Why are you trying to win this roll?
I understand Paul Elliott's
It's your
point.
elbow in my eye.
I understand Paul Elliott's point of like, there's no dick moves in jiu-jitsu, but if somebody puts their chin in my eye socket and pulls in the back of my head, like, look, I get it. If I can't defend it, that's my bad. But if you're the person willing to do that,
yeah,
come on, man.
That says more about you.
Yeah. This speaks volumes to your asshole level.
I should never allow somebody to do that to me. That being said, like when somebody attempts, you're like, what the like, but
I hate
you wouldn't expect that.
Yeah. I hate that Paul's totally got us so he can't talk shit about people's dick moves because he's like, you should be able to defend it.
He's not wrong.
I know. That's the problem is he's not wrong. Still want to do it. Still going to.
What about like kicks in the dick?
You should be able to defend it.
Well, the last person to kick me square in the dick was our coach. So
you don't do it. I practice leg locks on my children. They have no regard.
Yeah, for balls.
No regard. They kick out of everything. So it's a good way to learn. Like you get way better at control. Because any little spot, and they're like tiny and compact and flexible and man. So if you got kids, practice leg locks on them. Money.
If you don't want to have more kids, because those kick you in the balls.
Yeah.
Moral of the story.
They've already been snipped. It's good.
Yeah, same here.
But still sucks.
We just found out a lot about both of you right
there.
now.
Oh no, that's came up on the show before. Bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
I got a great story on my vasectomy day.
I don't. Mine was easy.
Yeah, mine's funny.
I was in and out and it was over.
All right. So there's actually.
Is there more?
There is. We're not going to get into it.
No, we're not going
So it just says more resources for beginners. So I would say anybody listening to this, go to simplebjj.com.
Yes, everybody needs to go to
Everybody should go. He's got great articles.
He really does.
Yeah, we've covered damn near all of them. Well, no, we haven't. We've covered a lot of them. But it's good information. The guy that runs the site, Paul Elliott, great guy, really fun to have.
Good friend of the show, for sure.
So he's got a bunch of resources like some books, things to avoid. YouTube was the first on the list. Vehemently, respectfully disagree with that. Like that's where I get all my best moves. He says Instagram and TikTok is like YouTube. Fuck off, bro. Like that's
It's Paul's jam.
That's why I'm so good.
That's all he does.
Oh, one I have to read. Things to avoid. Being an instructor when you aren't an instructor. It's great that you want to help people with their technique, but it's jujitsu. But jujitsu is filled with details that if you mix them up a little bit, you can end up helping someone learn techniques wrong.
Yeah.
Which make it far harder for them to learn right. When in doubt, always ask an instructor. So,
Yeah, which I've been there. A white belt will just keep asking you, like, seriously, you keep doing it to me. How do you do it? And every time I say the same thing, ask the coach. This is my sloppy ass version of it. You can do it if you want, but definitely ask coach because it's wrong. Guaranteed, because I know I'm missing stuff. And if I'm not missing stuff, and showing you I'm missing stuff, there's stuff that I do for like my scissor sweep, let's say, or my arm bar that are proper and the technique's proper. But the problem is I do them inherently. It's just something that I automatically do in that motion. I'm not going to show you that shit because I don't know I'm doing it anymore. So, and I'm not an instructor for that exact reason.
Yeah.
I forget a shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Coaching people when you're not a coach is not a good idea.
Easy to do.
Yeah.
Just try to get it back to your coach.
Yep. Again, I understand. Like it's natural to want to help people.
Yes.
And it's not always
because
wrong.
you needed help when you were at that level. We get it.
Yep.
And we do say adopt a white belt, but it's more just to reinforce what you've learned from your coach. And also basics. I don't mind coaching basics. And when I say basics, I mean basics of the basics. Like, this is guard. This is mount. This is side control. This is ashi. All those the simple things that you need. Go ahead, show that.
And you
but
gotta
past that, shut up.
Yeah. And you got to realize too that I know how to do an armbar for mount. You know, I've learned it plenty of times over the years. But when we had Croyler do a seminar and showed us how to do the armbar
Missed so
for
many
mount, I'm
things.
like, oh wow, like I never would have thought about that.
Yeah.
And it's not that it wasn't effective. It wasn't that it wasn't good. It's just that
It could be better.
it could be better, and that's fine too.
That's
Like,
why jiu-jitsu is awesome.
it is awesome. But yeah,
Good story.
good story. Are we good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good. Like, share, follow. You do the thing.
Why? I'm not on the camera.
Yeah, but your voice is here. Everyone
Yeah.
knows you're here.
I know, but
Producer Austin.
for the YouTube people, Alex from Wales tuned in.
Hey,
Oh,
Alex.
hey. Freaking Wales.
What time is it in Wales?
I don't give a crap. Their
Hey, what
flag
time
is
is it in
awesome.
Wales?
Have you seen their flag? God, freaking
I've
line.
not seen their flag.
She's gonna look up
Awesome.
the flag.
Look at the.
I was actually gonna look at what time. Time.
Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas,
Yeah.
Happy New Year,
Yeah.
or whatever you celebrate.
Yeah. Happy holidays.
Happy
everyone.
holidays. Yeah.
It's 2 a.m. in Wales.
Hell yeah.
This guy's an animal.
I
Wow.
love that. Alex is awesome. He's probably working some midnight shift.
Right.
somewhere.
He's a night shifter.
Yeah.
God, I hated nights.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
awesome though.
Preach. Socials.
Yeah, do
Facebook. We have a Facebook. Just search Grappling Dads. It'll pop up. Twitter, Grappling Dads, use a little at symbol. Instagram is Grappling Dads _podcast. We have a TikTok. Is it just Grappling Dads?
Yep.
All right, there you go. YouTube, obviously, like, share, subscribe. If you subscribe, tell your friends. Let's get 1,000. Then you get to see Paul do no-gi.
Oh man. Yeah. Sign up.
So
please.
far, we're far enough away, or I'm not worried
Yeah,
about
you're
it.
still pretty comfy.
Yeah, but have
If
you
it was
seen
like-
the increase?
Yeah.
We're at
You're actually doing
200 something.
pretty
Now we're
good.
at 352.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's almost 100 in less than 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the first month was just fuck ups. So
To be fair, you got taken down off of YouTube, so
yeah, we got banned.
YouTube and I are gonna have some words. I did appeal it already. It wasn't even like for profanity or like
was
nudity or anything good. It was just like
And how do you know they were children or kids? They look like teenagers, if not young adults.
I'm trying to think. Did I use teens in the description?
Yeah, no, you said emo. Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't read
yeah.
it. Yeah, I don't
I
think
said
so.
emo
thing,
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they said it was against their children protection.
Yeah.
Well,
Whatever.
whatever.
Yeah.
I appealed it. We'll see.
We'll keep going.
But anyway, subscribe so we
Yeah.
can get to 1,000. What else we have? Twitch.
Thanks
which-
for the patrons.
thanks to the patrons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Someone logged into our patron, just so you know.
Tried to.
Oh, that was you. Okay, good.
No, wasn't me.
Oh,
Somebody tried to.
oh, so it
Really?
was legit, not someone,
Yeah.
We're taking our money.
one of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, thanks to the patrons.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Yeah,
They
you
keep
guys are
supporting us for
awesome.
some
We
reason.
do.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. Check out
I was gonna say
Top Mount Apparel. Get the GD stuff. You can throw in a dash of Top Mount if you want, but our stuff's really cool.
So is theirs.
So is
you
theirs.
should,
We
you
love
should get
theirs
this
too.
sweatshirt. It's nice.
I do
was
like that sweatshirt.
randomly on Top Mount's website, and they have a new just one more. It's just simple words, but I was like, oh, that's great.
That's a good one.
Just one more, so it could
Al.
be for anything. Could be
Al.
rolls,
Al.
could be
How
reps.
do we not have that?
I don't know. I want to buy it, but then he's gonna yell at me.
Dude, he got super pissed last time he did it. He
I-
texted me and was like,
Look.
do you realize he's trying to order things?
I was like, yeah,
Like,
'cause
yeah.
I don't want to ask for more free stuff. He
look,
hooked me
Al.
up.
We
you're
love
just-
you.
He fits in the show well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Because we don't ask for anything, dude.
No.
We love Al and we love Top Mount, and we don't want to keep asking for free stuff
Yeah,
all the
it's
time
not that
because
we don't
want
love it.
we want you to be successful, and you've
Yes.
given us so much, bro. Like,
Yeah, you're good.
yeah,
Well, plus, legitimately, my girlfriend did steal all my stuff.
it's good.
She showed up at my house in some of it, so yes.
Yeah, can
Yes, she
confirm.
did. So it's like,
Nice.
hey, look, that's part of our gear.
So I might buy it again. Al, don't yell at me. Just one more rep. It's great. Sure.
It's a good shirt. I like that a lot.
So I'm gonna order it. Anyway, I'm trying to think what else we have.
I don't know.
We don't have any more sponsors. Black Lion, Coiler, whatever.
Groove Life, come on, bro.
Groove
Girl
Life.
Life, come on.
They did reach out.
They did. That was funny.
I
I
did
did
submit-
not see that coming.
I didn't either. They
So
reached
you
out
didn't.
on Facebook.
So they reached out on Facebook, which was very cool. But
Yeah.
then you sent an email and
So they sent an email. Savannah from Groove Life, I'm calling you out. She sent an email saying, hey, complete this form. One of our people will get back to you. I completed it, emailed them back. We're out of the office until whatever date. So,
well, yeah, of course. So you didn't send an email to them?
Nope.
That was just them.
I believe so.
Oh well, no, if you didn't, I can
may have-
barely type. So
I did send, I tagged him in every social media possible. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
just try. Who cares?
I love
What's
them.
the worst that happens?
I love Groove Life. They're big, but
Groove Life, if you're listening, what you need like ranked rings, like white, blue, purple, brown, black.
one with a monkey head on.
But then like you gotta have like the tab, like the black tab, and then the red tab for the black one.
oh, that'd be great.
Yeah. Because it's big in the jiu-jitsu community.
Dude,
like
it's huge.
everybody doing jiu-jitsu
Needs that ring.
needs this ring.
They really do. Every single one of
Everybody.
them. Oh, there's so much. more
Otherwise, you got to
comfortable.
take it off. You'll lose it.
Yeah.
Or if you don't take it off, your finger gets screwed up and jammed, and it's not good. You need a ring. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need a Groove Life ring.
So what's funny is I completed this form, and in the form it says, what's your ring size? So it's tied to his name, Kip's name. So I said, hey, Kip, what's your ring size? And he goes, are we getting married?
Just kind of excited.
Is this how you're going to ask? This is not romantic at all.
Well, we can do this. Kip and I will get married.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Jen can date Shannon or whatever.
Yeah,
They'll get
excellent.
married.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
They'll do girly things. Kip and
we'll
I will
just
do
play video
jujitsu
games
and play
shit.
video games.
Yeah, dude, it's a good day.
That
We
actually
came up with a
sounds like-
great plan.
That actually sounds
See what you started, Groove Life?
like a lot of fun.
Yeah. Come on, Groove Life.
Yeah.
We love you guys. we
Love
want to bring you to the
connection.
jiu-jitsu community. You don't have a connection there,
We can beat
We're
that
it.
connection.
right?
I like it.
Yeah. I'm
Seriously.
getting more things just popping up.
What's up?
Can I comment on taking time during rounds to tie your belt? I like to tie my belt after taps to calm someone down if they're not being super aggressive. That's a good point.
Who was that?
Hey, Let's Roll from San Diego. They used to be the other guy. They've got lots of money.
Read that again.
So I like to tie my belt after taps. So like if they get tapped or
Yeah.
someone else gets tapped, to try and calm them down.
Okay.
Oh, either way, that's not bad.
That's
actually,
good advice. Yeah, I'd take that.
I don't like that. I don't mind that at all.
Nope.
He says to force them to take a breather, never just to waste time. So for them,
Okay.
it's
No,
more
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. It's not like, haha, look what I did.
If somebody's being aggressive, I think that's a great way to calm
Yeah,
things down.
I agree.
But I'm just saying, if you have to like tie your belt or adjust your gear to wait for the bell because you're tired from the last round,
That's on you.
No.
That's on.
Yeah, and well, you can tell that person, like the person that's ready to go back and just wants their belt to be tied, is sitting up on. You know, if you guys start on your knees, you're up on your knees and you're just forcing lapels back through it. You're like, and I'm in as fast as possible. But the other guy's sitting back on their knees. Oh well,
What
gotta get everything straight.
I go out of my way to untie their belt and take their lapels out in the first
Yeah.
second when I see that they have to do that. Like that is my go-to.
Yeah, I like that.
You just ruin their outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take it all out and then I untie their belt and
What if they had a 3-piece gi?
Ooh.
I need that in my life.
Where,
I am
Where are you gonna wear it?
at jiu-jitsu. Where else would I wear it?
Then why
Prom?
wouldn't you just wear a gi? And
Because
put a
it'll look cooler.
stupid vest on underneath it.
The
no
daddy
shirt.
daughter dance.
Because
That would be amazing.
I would wear it at the daddy-daughter dance.
It's no wonder your daughters hate you.
Yeah. I mean, rightfully so. I give them nothing but shit.
You do.
I prepare them for life.
But I think we're good, right?
Yeah, we can end it whenever.
All right.
All right.
Say something.
Peace. See you. Thank you.
We appreciate
Love you guys.
everybody.
Y'all are awesome.
Keep going.
Don't quit.
Bye.